Hey guys, it's Miharu, and welcome to episode 16 of SpyroCast. Today, I have Gage with me. How are you?
What's up, everyone? I am excited to do this collaboration with Miharu, and I'm actually kind of nervous at the same time.
That's okay.
Okay.
Alright, so, what is your history with Spyro, Gage?
So my history with Spyro the Dragon is that, sometimes I would do this when I was younger, just a little bit younger, when I was like 12, okay? And then, I would just be on my tablet in the middle of the night, just watching YouTube, taking a chill for no reason, and, I just don't feel tired. And then I saw my recommendeds, all Legend of Spyro endings, okay? I kind of waited a few days to watch it, and then it was finally time to watch it. It was still like at the, probably like 2, 3 a.m. time, and then, I was actually like it wasn't only the Legend of Spyro endings, it was also the classic ones, and I've seen all those, and I actually seemed like really interested in the Spyro. So then I looked up some things about Spyro, and I actually became very interested, such as I seen a lot of Spyro gameplays, and I even saw the rumor about a Spyro remaster, and I always imagined how it would look, and then once I saw the fan project, I kind of saw a concept, thinking about how it would look, and how people would react to it, and basically that was the time where I was very interested into Spyro.
Awesome, very cool.
I know it seems really different from what other people, how they explored Spyro and stuff like that, but it's fine.
So you first heard of it from YouTube videos?
Yes.
Oh, have you actually played any of the games?
Unfortunately not, but I do want to play some of them, and if I do get the Reunited trilogy, I will do a live stream on it in my YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel is Gage1207, and be sure to subscribe in the description below. Now, if I do get the game, I will live stream it, and I think I'll pretty much enjoy it because I've seen the gameplays and they seem very fun, and yeah, I sadly never played a Spyro game. I only heard of him, but hopefully I will that September or later, but yeah.
Alright, well, when you get a chance to play them, I'm looking forward to that live stream.
Okay, good.
Oh, since you've never played it, then you don't have a favorite, so,
I mean, I guess seeing through the cutscenes and the gameplay is, I actually don't really know which to pick a favorite. They all seem really good. I just never seen Enter the Dragonfly. I heard of Enter the Dragonfly, but I never really, seen any gameplay footage but I did hear that people say that it wasn't a very good game, but I guess throughout all the other ones, even the Legend of Spyro series, I think they're both good. So, yeah.
Alright, what are some of your favorite things about what you've seen? What are some of your favorite things about Spyro in general? So,
one of my favorite things about Spyro is that I feel like it has a unique type of gameplay between other types of games. Sometimes, for example, Crash, it would be your, standard 3D platform with 3D standard platformer with a story, okay? And then, it does have some things to it and stuff like that. But then Spyro just seems completely different, though. And, and it's a good type of different for me. And I think that's, one of the good parts about it. And, one of the actually funny parts about Spyro 1 is that I've been hearing about the Nork booty. Now, that actually seemed kind of funny to me, and I guess I thought of some jokes about it, but I just didn't share them because I didn't want to go too far ahead. But yeah. And I also heard about the guns being censored in the Spyro Reignited trilogy, and now the guns actually looked very Splatoon like it legit looks like Splatoon. If you guys ever seen Splatoon, you know what I'm talking about. I get that they're paint guns, but it still looks like Splatoon, and I still understand why they censored the guns. I know people want the guns in that game, but they want it to be still the simple look like Spyro 1 had, but I guess the way to explain it is that, most, cartoonish things looked like they were for kids, right? And they really weren't, but Spyro was for kids, alright? And it was, but I guess they wanted to do something with a little gun thing like most cartoons did back in the days.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess since we don't have that nowadays, then I guess they censored that, and, they still wanted to keep it children-like, so... And I guess especially for parents who don't want children seeing things about guns and stuff like that and such as violence, so...
I guess. Well, like I've said previously, they could have made it, laser guns or, something like Star Wars-style blasters or something, because, parents don't get upset about Star Wars, so...
Mm-hmm.
So they could have gone that route, but I guess we'll see when it comes out. I really don't think they're gonna change it back to the way it was. They're probably just gonna keep the paint gun thing, or if they do change it, then they're at least gonna alter the color of the paint to make it look like it's acid or something like that, at least.
Maybe so.
Alright, so the first video that you saw was on Legend of Spyro, right?
Well, it was kind of like the Spyro, like the classic Spyro and Legend of Spyro endings. Like, I kind of made a mistake with that first, dialogue, so, yeah.
Okay. So, what would you say looks better to you? Like, what do you prefer the gameplay style of more? Like, from what you've seen, do you like the originals, or do you like Legend?
Well, I kind of like the originals more. The Legend does have a type of gameplay to it, but, I guess the classics, especially with Spyro 2, having the NPCs, having you do missions, that is actually a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But with Legend of Spyro, I guess it had that same idea with the 3D platformer and the story. I mean, I still think it's like a decent game, but yeah. So I do kind of prefer the classic gameplay better. I mean, just seeing through like the videos of how people play it, I mean, I can kind of see how I'm going to experience it. And, throughout, like when I get Spyro Reunited, I think I'll pretty much enjoy it. I will enjoy it.
All right, good. I hope everybody enjoys it. It seems like it's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm. I also kind of heard people ranting about the one game and one disc and then the 2 downloads. Now, like, I saw one of your videos talking about that, and it kind of said how like it's not gonna happen, and they will be in the disc. So I hope they're in the discs, and if they do have download requirements, then I hope the 2 extra downloads are free, because because if they aren't free, you're paying probably like $60 on a game just like Nintendo, and yeah, that's quite a lot of money.
Whatever happens with this whole thing, I highly doubt that we'll have to pay extra for 2 and 3. That just seems very, very unlikely. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Same.
I mean, this whole thing has just gotten way out of hand, because personally, to me, it's not really a problem. And I'm someone like with slow internet too. It's not like I have like super like high speed internet or anything. No, like I can't do streams.
I guess I have decent internet, but I guess that's just because like I think the lag's just because people playing online around my house and stuff like that, so yeah.
Yeah, so like I can't do streams, and then through my PS4 or whatever, I can't download stuff from the PlayStation Store unless I plug the whole console in like directly like into the internet. Like it has to be.
Oh, so you have Ethernet?
Yeah, the Ethernet cable and stuff like that. I have to have a direct connection in order to download things from the store. But like everything else, because basically the Wi-Fi is just crappy where I have my PS4 placed. So it doesn't work most of the time, except when I'm not playing it. Then things just download automatically when I'm away, and it's weird.
I always expected for Ethernet to be faster connection than actual Wi-Fi, but I'm not sure if I'm wrong, or maybe that's just your Ethernet. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it is faster connection when I have it directly plugged in, of course, because like that's what I have to do if I want to download something from the store. Yeah, I mean Wi-Fi is usually good with any of my other devices, just not my PS4 for some reason. And it was even worse on my PS3.
Oh god. I mean, since PS3 is like a 2006 console, I mean, I guess the downloads can be really slower than a PS4 does. And, that actually happened to me too, where my PS3 downloads would be super slow. It will probably take even 1 or 2, maybe 5 hours. And yeah, it was terrible. And then once I saw how fast the downloads were on the PS4, especially the updates, I was quite impressed. Even for a PS4 Slim, I was quite impressed with the update and download speeds.
Yeah, updates are fine on my PS4, because it just seems fine. Even with the Wi-Fi as it is, it downloads at a pretty okay speed usually, so.
I mean, sometimes some of the PS4 updates can take a little while, but, I'm totally fine with that. Now, I think this is because I've been playing Little Big Planet 3 for a while. That has long load times, and, I guess at first glance, I was like, oh my god, why is it taking so long to load? Do I have to wait 10 hours for this? And, I basically just grew out of it, and I was like, okay, it's loading. Give it some patience, and I guess it's just one of those get used to it things.
Yeah, it is. So anyway, with my current situation, sometimes bad, sometimes good, but with Reignited, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make sure those games get on the system, and even if I have to plug it directly into the internet, I don't care. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, and I do want those games on the disc, but even if I play just one of the games, I'll still be happy, and maybe I'll buy the other two sometime later. And yeah,
but like I said, paid DLC, very, very unlikely.
Oh no.
But yeah,
I guess if it's like $2-5, I guess that's okay. But I mean, maybe that's just Activision wanting money, because companies nowadays, if you actually realize, companies nowadays basically just now want the money. So I mean, they try to make good content, but I guess they're focusing more on the money.
Yeah, well, that's any business, and that's people are suspecting that's why Activision's not saying anything about it. They're not being direct, except for that message we got confirming that it was indeed an update. However, some people are saying that's fake, and now some people are saying it's real again, and I don't know what to believe. This whole thing has just become a roller coaster of bullshit.
Same. And I can understand why they need the money. They need the money to make the games and the clips for YouTube and stuff like that. But I guess just trying to go over the bargain like Apple, then I guess that's way over pressure. But yeah,
so anyway, most people know I did make a video giving my final word on the issue, how it was draining me of energy. I have not, this whole thing has just put my mood way down, and I just stopped talking about it. So I'm not gonna make news videos on it anymore. I'm just other people.
Yeah, because I saw in your video description about that. I heard that you're having physical pain about it. It was giving you a splitting headache.
It was.
That does not sound good.
Yeah, that's that's completely the truth. It actually was. That whole day while I was reading and replying to comments, I just got the worst headache, and it was throbbing. It was terrible. So, yeah, anyway, that's enough about that.
I think we talked a lot about the internet.
Yeah. So, as you've been watching Spyro videos on YouTube, have you seen any of the Spyro fan games floating around?
Well, I seen one of them. I did see one of the Spyro 1 fan-made remasters. I forgot what it was called, but I do remember it having the Hero's Tail model Spyro, and the fan game did look amazing. I was impressed. But then, seeing, the way that how you'd free the dragons kind of seemed like an RPG game sort of thing, but it still had the really good type of Spyro 1 feel to it. I'm pretty sure, so does the Reunite trilogy also, but I guess trying to compare between the fan game and the official game, and then also the Reunite trilogy, it just kind of seems they all seem different in some way, but they all seem good at the same time, but then they also seem the same. Basically, it's just a mixed mash of things, and
yeah,
the way the charm is, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're really good. There are really good fan games out there. My personal favorite is Spring Savannah, which is the spring homeworld that's added on to the second game. I think that looks amazing. It looks just like the second game. It's way too good.
Hey, everything is gonna look good in Reignited. And I also don't know about that Spyro fan game that I saw. I'm not sure if it's canceled or still being worked on, because I haven't really checked it out in a while, so I might want to see it again, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that if I forgot what the title is.
Was it Artisans Revisited?
I think so.
Because that's the one that people usually talk about, so it might have been that.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. I like how the dragons walk around after you free them. That was kind of a neat idea that they put in.
Mm-hmm. I guess they also should do that and reignite it, but since now that we have the flying type effect and then I don't feel so good effect, I guess I can't do that now, and it's too late.
Yeah,
I like that effect's still good, but kind of trying to compare the walking around the land or the I don't feel so good effect, I guess. I don't know what to pick.
Yeah, well, I personally like the flying off. I think that looks it looks really good, because I mean it looks better than the original where they kind of just disappeared without warning. So now we actually have something.
But it's a PS1 game, and I don't think they could have done that much as you can do now with the PlayStation 3 and 4. So
Yeah, I'm just saying that I'm glad they actually went with something different instead of keeping it the same.
Yeah, that's at least good. I mean, the fan game did that too, but like I guess the Reunite trilogy just has more effect to it. Like, you know, it would have that dragon type of charm. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, of course, because they can do more now. So like, there's a lot of things that are put into it that just you wouldn't have thought about by playing the original game. It's like, oh, I never noticed that. Like what was it? It was Nevin's castle in Toasty. Cause like that's his art gallery and like he lives there. It's like, wow, you never would have thought of that because like when I first went to Toasty in the original, that didn't scream art gallery, it just screamed inside of castle. I mean
whenever I first saw the thumbnail and the title for when I first saw the title and thumbnail, Spyro Reunited Trilogy trailer, I was kind of thinking like, is this fan made? So, you know, I wasn't even paying attention to the YouTube channel name at first, because like, you know, I was looking at this on the PlayStation YouTube for PlayStation TV. So I'm not TV, but you know, okay, YouTube for PlayStation 4. All right, I was looking at all that, and then now I saw who's by. It said PlayStation, and I was like, oh my god, I need to see this. And, you know, I saw it immediately, and I was shook. It looked legit. But, like, when I first saw Spyro's model, I was kind of like, But then, you know, it kind of grew on me, and I was used to it. So, yeah, like, because I was always used to Spyro's look in, you know, the classic Spyro series / Enter the Dragonfly. I mean, I've seen his model in that game, but like, you know, I was always used to that look. But then when I saw it in Reunite, I was like, But then, you know, I just kind of got used to it, and it felt matching. But the lighting, I felt like it was always off. But I'm glad they fixed that.
Yeah, because like now there's like there's actual lighting because they didn't really have that. It was just colored textures.
I always felt like it was oversaturated. Like it like I once saw the Incredibles movie and Incredibles movie 2 trailer comparison, and I saw that the second one looked oversaturated. So, you know, like I wonder why, but I guess, you know, very few people are going with the oversaturated type of thing, and I hope it doesn't become a bigger thing because oversaturation is just blowing up your eyes.
I guess. I didn't really think it was oversaturated.
You know, maybe that's just, you know, people's eyes are different. They have different tastes, so.
I don't know. So personally, when things are like kind of bright and colorful and things like that, it makes it pop like that. Personally, I really, really like that.
I think if I were younger, I would have thought of it like, oh my god, the colors are so bright. But like, listen to this. Like, back when I was younger, I'll just straight up oversaturate my TV just to get the overcolor. Because I always liked overcolor. But, you know, as I got older, I was like, holy jeez. And, you know, I toned it down a bit and I was like, that's better.
Well, I mean, I don't like when things are too bright, but I do like
but trust me,
a lot of color.
It was like very, very bright. It was like full saturation, color, and brightness all at the same time, and full sharpness too. I do not know how that didn't hurt my eyes.
Yeah, that seems like that wouldn't be a very good idea.
I'm glad I toned it down.
Yeah, but there's just so much stuff about Reignited that I really like that I wouldn't have even thought that they would add, and I'm like, wow, that looks really good, and that looks really good.
Me too.
It just all looks super good.
It seems you really love the things about what they did in Reignited. Like, I heard that you really like the new Spyro animations and the way that the new dragons look, and you know how they changed Nestor. And you know, it seems you really like it. I like it too.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. And like you said about Spyro's model, I never had to get used to it. I was completely on board because to me that's the best Spyro model I've seen to date. It's perfect.
I mean, now I think of it like that, but like I guess since I'm always thinking about things, I guess, you know, I was kind of like that think emoji type of guy, and yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I was used to his model in the original too, but I mean, I can't, because his model in the original was low poly graphics, and to compare it to something that isn't that's like kind of not even a fair comparison. So I wasn't even thinking about that.
I guess Spyro's Enter the Dragonfly model, I mean, I guess it kind of seems like a upgraded version of that model, but it just kind of seems extra sick. But I still like the model. Of course I do. Sorry about that.
I don't really understand the whole thick thing. I'm not staring at Spyro's ass, people. I don't know what you're I don't know what anyone's talking about when they say that. I don't get it.
I don't think you should.
I don't know why anyone is. It's weird. I mean, hey, I have my fair share of, like, you know, I stare at my fair share of dragon ass, but not Spyro, he's a kid! It's weird. But yeah, his model, his animations, everything about him just looks super cute. I think it's perfect.
Agreed. Straight up perfect. Yeah. Oh yeah, let me just say this to the audience real quick. I'm not a 20-year-old. I'm actually 13. I mean, I guess this is a deep voice for a 13-year-old, but that's me. People are different.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, I like my voice. I mean, I guess most people don't like their voices, but because I hear a lot of people don't like their own voices, but then other people like it, and like, I guess I don't know. I don't know what to say about it.
Well, I personally like my own voice. I didn't when I was younger. Probably when I was your age, I didn't like it very much.
I mean, I kind of like my younger voice too, and I like my older voice too. But listen to this, like. Puberty hit me hard in like 1 year. Like when I started my channel and I saw my first video, I was like, oh my god, I sound like a 9-year-old. I sounded legit different. And listen, I was 12. I was 12 and I sounded like a squeaker. And then puberty hit me in 1 year. I sound like this. I still like it, but just a shocking thought of like how I sounded like that when I was 12. I always thought my voice was deep. I was like, and then looking back, I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, that's crazy how that happens for us and just stuff. I mean, like, it happens for males more than females, obviously, but...
but you know, if you just, you know, scroll all the way down to my first video and then scroll all the way back up to my new voice, you'll be like, oh my god.
Yeah. I've seen some videos of like other YouTubers and stuff where I watch their older videos and then their newer videos and I'm like, wow, their voice changed so much.
I guess it's always interesting to watch people's older videos. You'll be like, let's watch this old let's watch his old videos, why not? And then you're like, oh my god, it's just that shocking thought. Like
people age? What?
Exactly, just like that.
Yeah, I learned to like my voice.
But yeah, like the way, like I did not, like until I saw my first video again, I did not know my voice changed. I mean, I kind of thought it was changing, but like I didn't know it would change that much. Like I didn't know puberty would kill me. Like.
Well, that's funny. Yeah, that's really fast. So, yeah, I learned to like my own voice because, you know, I decided that I want to be a voice actress, so I'm just like, you know, I can, if I don't like the sound of my own voice, how am I ever going to be a voice actress if I can't get past that? So, obviously.
I mean, since I like to make Little Big Planet 3 films, I was thinking of, you know, how about if I put more improved voices for certain characters? And, you know, I would practice on that sometimes. And yeah, I'm actually working on something special right now, and that should have some voice acting into it. So yeah.
Well, that's really good. Then I will I want to audition for any voice projects out there. If you need a voice actress for something, please let me know. Anybody in the comments, please.
There's some rare times where I would always try to do, like, you know, Spyro's voice from Spyro 1, and I guess I've been doing decently. Kind of shy to do it in front of the audience, but I guess if you want me to give it a go, then I guess I could try. But yeah.
Yes, of course, do it.
Okay. What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
I like it.
Thank you.
So many people have done impressions, and I like them.
And I guess, like, it's always that thought where I'm, like, shy to do this voice. And, you know, just, you know, giving it to everyone. I'm like, oh my god, please be good. And then everyone likes it. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know.
And here's the thing I always thought about. Like, you know, you think of something, someone makes a video about it, and then they just put a whole bunch of ear rapes into it, and you feel like, oh, that's actually how I feel inside. I just can't put it on the outside. And, you know, there's always an inside type of thing inside of you where something happens, and I feel like that too.
Yeah, we all get that.
I just keep looking at your profile picture like you're triggered. Like you know, like first glance I'd see like it's a good profile picture, and then when I just like straight up be triggered at it, it just looks like that profile picture's triggered.
Wait, my Discord one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, for everybody who doesn't know, I have a render of Crystal from Star Fox Adventures. My friend made it for me, and she has like these really wide eyes, and I thought it was super funny, but it's also like really scary. So yeah, if anyone's seen my Discord profile picture, it's like that's what it is, and it's really funny. All right, so thank you so much, Gage, for being on this episode of SpyroCast with me.
Yes, and I'm glad that I was able to talk to you and finally collaborate with someone, and it felt really good. Like first I was nervous, and then I was good.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys in the next video. I'm sorry. We'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you like Spyro, and share your thoughts in the comments. And we'll see you guys next time.
Oh, I had someone do my outro for me. Thank you so much. Okay. And yeah, I'll see you in the next SpyroCast. Until then, this is Miharu signing off.